Hey, so it's Elior again. It's been a really long time since the last time I did a video. Um, Lots of stuff has happened, plus a lot of nothing has happened. I am 10 days away from being 6 months on T, and as you can hear, my voice has changed a lot. And that's pretty much the only thing that has changed. Recently, several different friends were asking me, like, how's your transition going? And it's like, well, I have a lower voice, and sometimes I croak. I get froggy. Um, yeah, but another friend kind of probed a little bit deeper about, like, do I feel good about what I'm doing? Is this the right thing? And made me kind of go through, like, why am I doing this? Why am I still doing this? Because I did give myself permission to back out of it right from the start. But every week it's like, yep, I want that shot every single week. So, I think the main thing is that since I started testosterone, I feel just more comfortable in my body. With the one exception, like the top. Like, there is no amount of squish that will make that okay. I cannot wait till I can have top surgery because binding is just not enough. And on top of that, twice now I've had periods where I was not allowed to bind at all for medical reasons. So, yeah, can't wait till I can have top surgery. Um, yeah. So aside from that one area of dysphoria, I do generally feel better in my body. I noticed that in the past, I would note that something that I was doing was masculine, and I would try to feminize myself, because I could hear the voices of people saying, like, young ladies don't sit like that or whatever. And, and I would attempt to be more feminine. And now I'm just like, I'm just being me, and I don't have to force anything. Um, I spent a lot of time thinking about, like, am I masculine enough? Do I need to be more masculine or something? And I realized, well, the point of what I'm doing is not to force myself to be something I'm not. It's to allow myself to be what I am. And I certainly don't want to lean into toxic masculinity. So no. I mean, I'm sure that there will be times when I come up against a question of, like, you know, what does it mean to be a man in this situation? Um, because those questions are still, I don't know, they're still relevant. Um, but but I think that the core thing is just, how can I be a good person? How can I be a good human being? And you know, as people just perceive me as masculine, the pressure to act more feminine is just melting away. Um, it's great to be doing Zoom meetings because, if I'm up at my computer like this, then I pass. It's only when I'm back like this that I stop passing all of a sudden. Out When I'm out and about, a lot of times people will be like, "Sir, I mean, ma'am," because they'll see my face, and then they'll see that I have tits, and then they'll switch to ma'am. So, yeah, can't wait till I have top surgery. Um, so speaking of top surgery, I contacted um, Dr. Stiller's office. Uh, my healthcare provider at Planned Parenthood said that I should look at Dr. Stiller's office and contact them for a consultation. So I called Dr. Stiller's office, and they said, we need a referral from your doctor that's handling your gender care. And then when we get a letter from a mental health professional and your primary care primary care provider then will call you for a consultation, which honestly, that kind of annoys me. Like, that really annoys me. I should be able to talk to you first and get some ideas about what's going on before I go through the process of getting all of those letters to you. I mean, what if I'm talking to 4 or 5 different doctors in different locations? Or, I mean, even just 2 or 3, whatever. What if I'm talking to several doctors and each of those doctors requires all of those letters and all of those referrals just to even talk to you? That's super annoying. um yeah, the process of getting gender affirming care is annoying. I was talking to somebody else who was like, why bother telling them that it's about gender affirming care? Like, you have back problems because of the size of your chest. Just get breast reduction and ask them to get rid of them and just have a masculine chest so that, your back doesn't hurt. That wouldn't require a billion letters to show that you deserve. And yeah, that's true. I could go to the doctor and just say I want breast reduction surgery, and that's fine. That's perfectly acceptable. But if I say that it's because of gender affirming care, now suddenly I have to have all these other referrals and letter from a therapist and letter from my primary care provider. So the thing that's slowing me down on that is that I still don't have a primary care provider. 6 months in, and I still have not located a primary care provider that both takes my insurance and is also in my area. I should say 3 things. Is in my area, takes my insurance, and would be willing to write letters like the letters that I need for top surgery. It does not help that the local medical conglomerate, whatever, that basically has a near monopoly on medical care in the city where I live, is a Catholic medical conglomerate, whatever, and they have their rules. So that makes things a bit harder. And I think I'm going to be going, an hour and a half drive away out to Tri-Cities for my primary care provider. Although I did just find out one doctor that was recommended to me by somebody who is in town, who does take my insurance. My concern is that they are actually under that conglomerate, so I'm not sure if they're allowed to write that letter, even if they want to. So I have to call them and find out. Yeah, and until I can find a primary care provider, I can't go any further with anything. So, it's medical bureaucracy. Like, it's not bad enough the the way that our medical system is set up. This bureaucracy is a pain in the butt. Okay, so that's it. That's all of my transformation updates. Um, there's a lot of stuff that has happened in my life since the last time I made a video, but I'm just going to skip over that for right now. And maybe I'll do another video about that later or next week. Maybe I'll get back to doing this every week. That would be cool. All right. Thanks, guys. Take care.